What up, guys? Trey here again with Speed Shield, just to bring you some more thoughts about pre-cut versus hand-trimmed clear bra. Now, in the video that we just posted, we were showing you guys a lot about this pre-cut full front clear bra on this Turbo S, and I failed to mention a few things. So we kind of just wanted to go over a few different things that are typically indicative of a pre-cut clear bra installation. Now, usually with a hand-trimmed full front, that means full front. We're talking full hood, full fenders, full mirror caps, usually the mirror stalks as well, or the mirror base. That is also headlights, fog lights, and full front bumper. Now, I showed you earlier some of the shortcomings of a pre-cut clear bra, namely a lot of the just short edges that you find. Now we have removed this clear bra, so you see some adhesive residue left over, but you can see where the clear bra stopped because there is kind of a wax line right there, a buildup of wax. Hand-trimmed clear bras do a few things, but one of the things they accomplish is what we call a half radius on anything that we cannot wrap all the way behind the panel. This is a great example of one of those instances where you don't want to try to shove clear bra in here on both of these panels. Both of these panels, as this vehicle moves, they move in relation to each other, and they would rub on each other with clear bra in there. So typically what we do is a half radius, which is we turn half of this radius, which if you can imagine, this is a flat surface. When it gets in there, that's a flat surface. So the midpoint of that radius, which is right about here, wherever that light breaks, you see the highlight of the light shining on that. The sun does the same thing. So that's where we typically will terminate a hand-trimmed clear bra, anywhere there is a non-wrappable edge like this. So you do get more complete coverage with a hand-trimmed clear bra than with a pre-cut. And, in defense of pre-cut, the installer is at the mercy of the design, of the pattern designer. So, when a pre-cut installer says, well, that's as good as it gets, it's usually pretty darn true. So you have to take your needs into consideration and take all of this information into consideration when you're purchasing a clear bra. Now, usually what we see on pre-cut installs, especially from a dealership, because dealerships, we call them stealerships for a reason. They are in the market of making margin, and that oftentimes means shortchanging the end consumer. How do they do that? Well, they will not install the headlights and fog lights. Now, this vehicle has 12,000 miles on it, and let me kind of try to show you all of the damage that has occurred to these lights. So these fog lights, which are actually the blinkers, I guess, too, they didn't have any protection, and the headlights didn't either. So these have been constantly abraded and sandblasted, and little pebbles and stones hitting them, and whatever else, all the debris that you find on the roadway these days. It's been constantly bombarding these things. So they're very pitted. Same with the headlights too. And these modern headlights are extremely expensive. I mean, we're talking upwards of $1,000 and more. A lot of these headlights we've seen be close to $2,000, especially the ones with the LEDs and the projectors and the adaptive lenses that move whenever you turn. So it's something to consider whenever you experience major sandblasting, kind of like we see on these lenses. Eventually, the UV resistant coating wears off of these lenses, and then the UV starts to damage them. And that's why you see cars with kind of chalky looking headlight lenses. All of these polycarbonate lenses are sprayed at the factory with a UV resistant clear coat. And when that UV resistant clear coat is abraded away, then that's when the UV starts to really degrade that polycarbonate. We haven't seen glass lenses on cars in a long, long time. They're all polycarbonate now, and they all have some sort of UV resistant clear coat on them. So it is to your advantage to protect that UV resistant clear coat by putting clear bra on those. Like I said, typically with every hand trimmed full front clear bra, that comes standard. With pre-cuts, you got to ask a lot of questions, especially if you're at a dealership. I would definitely look to see their installer's finished product. A lot of times dealerships don't even use the same guy from time to time. So you kind of don't even know what quality you're getting. So just some ideas about that. Also, I'm going to show you on these rocker panels exactly why you want more than what the OEM recommends or what the OEM delivers to you. All these are rock chips. A lot of this stuff we can probably paint correct out. That's what we're going to do when we get finished cleaning up the adhesive, is we're going to do a multi-step paint correction on this thing. But I guarantee you, you can't make that one go away for sure. You know, a little bit of preventive protection goes a long way in preserving the value of your vehicle. And that's exactly what we set out to do 20 years ago when we developed Speed Shield, and all of the hand trimmed goodness that we provide is simply something that's going to help you maintain the value of this vehicle. And when it's time to sell this thing, if a possible customer shows up, or a possible new owner shows up to buy your car and it has lots of clear bra on it, then that's the first indication that you really care about maintaining your vehicle. And obviously it's going to be way more aesthetically pleasing, and that is definitely correlated to a higher resale value and an ease of resale. When a customer shows up and you've got a car with 12,000 miles that's just hammered on the front end from rocks and on the rocker panels, you know, they really start to question how you drove it, how you cared for it. And let's just face it, curb appeal is a huge factor when buying a vehicle. When you drive up what it looks like, just like buying a house, curb appeal is massive on buying a vehicle. So it's to your advantage to get a good quality clear bra. And that comes, finding a good quality clear bra just comes with doing a little research. Get out, go visit your local shop that provides clear bras. Go visit multiple shops. We always recommend getting as much information as possible when it comes to investing in any service on your vehicle. When you do research, the more research you do, now that doesn't mean internet research. You're just going to get confused because there's so many conflicting stories. But going and seeing the products and finished installations yourself is going to mean a great deal to the happiness in the end. So, just food for thought. You guys always feel free to ask some questions in the comment section below, and definitely shoot on over to our website and just kind of check everything out. Check out the services we offer. Look up your local shop. If you're not in Texas, definitely look up your local guy. Go see what he's got available, and ask a lot of questions. Have fun out there. Stay protected. Speed Shield.